Hi, I'm Shay, and today I'm going to be teaching you a few very useful tools when it comes to Echo. So first we're going to sign in, and you're going to come to your home page, and your home page is going to be for teachers, whatever classes it is that you're teaching. Currently I'm just teaching one class, so we're just seeing one class. It'll show me activities that I have coming up, activities that I have to grade, my teaching partner, myself, any announcements that I have for our class, our current projects, and today's agenda. At the blue bar at the top, there are three really useful tools. Let's start with the G over here. The G is important because a lot of the students will turn in their work to you on Google Drive. Now, if I go to my Google Drive, I'm going to click on the side over here where it says shared with me. And you'll see a lot of the work that my students have turned in. Now, a lot of students will turn work in using Google Drive. A lot of students will turn work in using Echo. A lot of students will turn work in using paper. I allow the students to choose what they're the most comfortable with. Going back to Echo, if you ever get lost when you're playing in Echo, you really can't break it. There's no way to ruin it or to change anything on it, really. But if you get lost, just go ahead and click here on the Echo. It'll take you right back to the page that you're looking at right now, which will be your home page. When you're doing research for an upcoming project, I've found it's best to click on the three-stack pancake here and go down to New Text Library. Now they have a school resource library, which I'm not sure that we're utilizing very well in our own school right now. But the project library and the resource library are priceless tools. Excuse me. So if I know I'm going to be doing a project about World War II, I'm not sure if I have to type that differently. I can type in World War II and it's going to give me, this means war, and it'll tell me what subjects this class is for. And a lot of other projects that have been worked on, either in integrated courses, it'll show me, really what the focus of that project was. I can click on any of these and it'll take me to that project. If it's a project that I like, I can copy the project into my own page. I would click on this, I would copy it, it would go right into my projects, and then I could use some of the tools from this. It's an excellent resource. Going back again to the library, you could also go into this NTN resource library. And we've used this when developing school culture projects or when trying to figure out new ways to do things. Now, going to my home page, which is where I spend the most time, I'm going to go ahead and click on World Studies. And this is generally what the students see if they click on the same thing. This is going to show me, any upcoming activities I have. If students have questions or announcements, sometimes they'll put them here. It's like a Facebook feed. It'll show me activities that I have to grade. Your administrator will often expect that the agendas are done every day. This is how in my school we turn in our lesson plans. Our teachers will go on, or our administrators will go on here and check and make sure that everything that we are teaching is actually, or everything that we say that we're teaching is actually what's happening in the classroom. So I have a teaching partner right now. So Mr. Wolf's agenda is at the top and my agenda is at the bottom. We're teaching it as two separate classes because right now we're in separate classrooms. It'll show the aim, the steps that the students have to take. If there is a do now, it will be right in this area. So the do now is right here. We took a look at the short reading that they did here was a reading on paper. A lot of the students did their notes on the paper. It might also have a link to an assignment that the students have to work on. So this was, how was a person's faith tested by the plague journal, and they would answer it here and turn it in here. Also on the agenda, I put down any extra credit opportunities. This ELO, an extended learning opportunity, is an invitation to participate in the discussion board, which is here at the top. Now, I haven't had a lot of interest in the discussion board as of yet, but I'm offering it as extra credit, and I have a feeling that as it gets closer to report card time and the students need more extra credit, there will be more activity in this area. If I click on activities, one of the most useful tools for me here is to click on activities, and there's a variety of ways that I can view them. I can view them by project, by non-project, so just an activity you had the kids do for something else. By learning outcome due date, the type of activity for me, the most useful way to look at these is the ones that I haven't graded yet. Also, I often have students redo an assignment or amend an assignment and then resubmit it, and it would go back in here as well. And then I could just go and click right on this. It would go to the student. It would tell me the work that they had done. If I click here on gradebook, this is going to show me basically the class statistics. Now, I'm not going to scroll down because I want the students to maintain anonymity in this. I know I just showed a few of their names, but not necessarily their grades. So it shows us that right now, out of 98 students, 80 of our students have below a 70%. So we have a lot of students that have a lot of work to do, and we have a lot of work to do with them. But again, this will show them, right now we're not grading them in the areas of collaboration, oral communication, and written communication. We're working those grades into the world history, English 10, and agency grades. If I want to look at the projects that we're doing, I'm going to click on this tab now. Mr. Wolf has 2 specific English projects going on most of the time. And then I have to change the due date on this. This is the project that the kids are working on right now, which I had scheduled to end a few days ago and we're not done. Now this is really important. This is their project briefcase, and the students are going to come here to get any of the resources. This is something that's created by the teachers. It looks a little intimidating, but after a little bit of practice, it really becomes so easy and really kind of fun to use. So as you can see, this has an area where I like to put project resources for teachers. I just haven't gotten around to it in this project. You can see I don't have that set to show, so the students don't see that when they log in. The journals, their blog, the road, which is the book that we're reading, the Wikispaces survival guide. I'll show you a really quick view of what the students see. So the students see the same thing, just without all of the bells and whistles. On the right side, over in this area here, you can see a lot of the social studies standards. The English standards, because they're already done with Common Core, you just hold your hand over this, sorry, it's easier with a mouse, and it'll tell you what standard we're covering. So again, these are just some of the most useful tools. The agendas, again, are great for the students because if they missed a day, if they missed last Tuesday, they can go back to the 14th and they can look and see what we did. And if it's something that they can still do and turn in, it works great for them. So that's just kind of a really quick crash course in how to use Echo and some useful tools on it. If you have any questions, please feel free to email me at, it's my name right here. It's just shay.briggs-sternaman at newtechbhhs.org. Thanks for watching.